Hi, we're Kristen and Jeff, and we've been fixing up our 40-year-old Hallberg Rassy sailboat for the last 5 years. We sold everything we owned on land for a life on the water. Except most recently, we found ourselves stationed on the beautiful Caribbean island of St. Martin to tackle the biggest boat project we've ever done, removal of the teak deck on our Hallberg Rassy 352, and we're doing it ourselves. Follow along for every screw, every plank, and everything in between. Good morning, and welcome to another day in the boatyard. Are you surprised? This morning, we are continuing working on the head hatch replacement and these other holes, and also the deck vent. Filling some holes here. We bought some new ones. We need a jigsaw first in order to fully complete that job, but for now, we can fill all these holes with epoxy, get it prepared to do new holes, and this is what it looks like, if you ever wondered. If you have this vent on your deck.
Our new deck vent, the diameter of the plate is, and where the screws are for it, are such that it goes right basically on this line.
Yeah, we were just going to be putting the hatch back on today, but guess not. Always something else. But at least we're moving forward.
Because we have to work with epoxy again.
Yes.
Right, so if we do this, we can do this, and then
fill that,
over here.
do
We
that.
have to do sanding and everything over here. I'm
that.
gonna have to sand here again. Might as well just freaking make some progress across the board, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I can show the people. So this doesn't fit the same. This technically goes this way, actually. And it mounts to the deck. And you can see, if you look at the screw holes there, it lines up. When you center this thing in the hole, it basically lines up so the screw holes don't have anywhere to bite. Of course, right? Like, of course. I'll give that back. Give that back. The question becomes, what is our easiest fix of this? Before I made a very custom ring for the front, and that works, but I'd like to simplify the process. So I think we're gonna glue something just below where we agree the screw holes will be. Bond those in, and then we can just screw into those on both sides. I think that's the smartest play.
All right.
Now we gotta figure that out. We were just trying to do our port light.
We're just trying to do a good job.
We were just trying to do the port light, which was leaking.
Give us a like.
In the
Give
middle.
us a comment. Tell us that we're doing good. And also another exciting, not exciting event that's going to be happening. Our mast is coming down. We got to get everything extra prepared for that down below. We have a bunch of stuff stored underneath the boat. It's like our little trailer park. We got to clean that up before we can get moved. They're going to put us on like a extra trailer, move us out from next to these boats here, and then take the mast off and then put us back in. These guys are definitely very professional perfectionists, and that's what you want for the crane operator and crew. You want your home to be well taken care of, so we are very happy with that.
We get to keep our grass patch that we've been growing.
Yeah, we have been growing this grass patch. All the other ones are like hardly any grass stuff, but we have a big old patch. Normally having your boat on a trailer and moving about on land isn't normal, but unfortunately for us this is kind of normal. We have been out in the yard so long in our whole sailing career. Basically it's a boatyard career with a little bit of sailing in between. One day we will be out of the boatyard for good for these long stints. Can't wait for the day when we just need to haul out to have a quick bottom paint and that's it. Can you imagine? That'd be so awesome. So we're just being brought over here where the crane is. It's easier for the boat to come to the crane than the other way around. So just checking on the dinghy here. We had a major rainstorm last night, so dinghy was full of water. Look at this cute little mangrove just growing. That's adorable. So once the mast comes down, they give us about a week to prepare the mast for going into storage, so that they lay it down on some barrels. We'll show you that. And then it's up to us to like remove the radar and also the spreaders. We've never done that before, so that'll be a new learning experience for us. I hope that the weather gets better and we are able to get this done. How's your stress level right now, babe?
I'm I'm not stressed about anything they're doing there, but
Yeah.
just stressed about everything else. Like for like rock bottom project land.
Yeah. Had some surprises lately. Joko, you never cease to amaze us. Alright. Mr. Man has come down from the top of the mast. He took off the Windex and yeah, secured the straps on the mast, and now the crane is going to be lifting her off. Or putting some pressure on it, and then they're going to release the backstay and the forestay. Very interesting. Oh, look who we found under here. One of the yard dogs, Rosie. She's so adorable. All the dogs just find random spots under hulls and make themselves comfy. Oh, what a nice girl she is. Oh. And what a nice girl she is, too. A quick break to shout out our amazing patrons: Mike C., Wolfgang B., Aid Bateman, William Tubbs, Dennis and Sarah Collins, Colin and Stephanie Ibbett, Alan Sherrill, Kate Fidel, Siobhan and Travis LaMarche, Lindsay and Bruce Fraser, Brad and Jen Ibbett, Stevie Blanc, Sheen Marine, Alan Onderdonk, Lucy and Peter Haggerty, Matthias Thorin, SVSL Serenity, Raff and Di, Dan Knox, and Tim Vandewater. We appreciate you all so much. Look at all of the plastic covering our tow rail. That's like coming off, trying to protect from fiberglassing. And the mast is wobbling. Oh. If it rains right now, we're kind of screwed because the bathroom hatch is completely open, not covered up, because we didn't want them to be accidentally stepping on it and falling through to the bathroom. Yeah, I'm sure that they're used to it.
We just did one project. The new hatch would have been on, like I wanted to do, and then they would have been fine.
Well.
But instead, holes, rotten beams.
Rotten beams, holes. Wait. Did we just say rotten beams? Yeah, we sure did. Like the structural support beam that goes under the mast. And it doesn't look good. More on that later.
More headache and more work.
Lots more surprises. But I was saying earlier that at least we're finding them now in the boatyard rather than in big weather. Yeah, you're famous. Yeah, Jeff is commenting how high up he had to go in order to be able to lift the mast up. Yeah. Well, normally this is done when you're in the water, but not for us. We weren't planning on doing this. Hey, honey, just barely. Definitely don't want to do this on a high wind day. So we just got told that there is a connection point at the tip of the spreader that is effing dangerous, and it shouldn't have been done that way. We had it done professionally by a rigging company in Maryland, and apparently it's really bad, and it shouldn't be done this way, and it could have been potentially really dangerous for us, and it could have like snapped the shroud. Ingo is just telling Jeff about it right now, so Jeff will share it with us afterwards.
And then they pull down on the wires more to pull the spreader down.
Yeah, usually you clamp it here then. Enough, just enough to not.
Does it clamp inside this boot? Does it clamp?
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
Oh, it does.
Enough to. But you got the socket place. You can only go that one. You can
Yeah.
happy with it.
Oh, shit.
Not sure what it is.
Something is bent?
Didn't look right from
I don't know. I'll look it up.
Looks like it has
Yeah.
size.
Stuff for me to look up.
But that's not supposed to be like that either?
Oh, I see what you mean. It's going off to one side, yeah.
Oh. Quite a bit of things to investigate now. Joko's going back to her spot. We're gonna get chalked in.
Impossible for it. Maybe it's
So that's like where the lines
supposed
come.
to be maybe like that. I don't know. It doesn't look right. Yeah, it's not centered.
So what was he saying about these things over here? Can you explain?
Okay. Well, I don't know much about it, but long story short, people that rigged the boat before, they added these. And that was here, you know, it was sitting right here. You couldn't see it from the ground normally. And they did that because these were loose. And he's saying this is totally a no-no, totally unacceptable. So they should never have done that. So that's one thing he said. Another thing he said is that he's never seen this be done before. That's why I was just asking you to Google HR352.
With the tape?
No, this whole thing.
Oh. What?
And I think this might have been pulling up on it. I don't know. So he said, yeah, he's never seen this before. I was like, okay.
Like having this at all. Huh.
He also said that our shrouds on the side were way too tight.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which is interesting when I was trying to release them. Yeah. So like now what kind of worms are we opening up now?
I know.
So these aren't.
This is always the issue with doing anything on the boat.
Yeah, so obviously they couldn't figure out any other way to keep this sitting down. Like maybe the boots are bent or something? Is that possible? I mean, it's cast.
It looks like it fits it pretty okay. I don't know.
So now that's
These
just
big things.
another big bill from a rigger or something.
Well, the radar dome looks good. It's relatively clean
That's
too,
it. This has to
all
come
things
off.
considered.
Yeah, exactly. My paint job's holding up okay. It's
Yeah, it does look not bad.
slowly coming off over here. But yeah, they want to take the mount off as well.
Yeah. We are learning just so many new things about our rigging from the guys that were taking it down today. All the things that are wrong with it.
Yeah, we got the pins out. That's the next thing, hey?
Yep.
Gotta take the
Yeah,
shrouds
gotta
off.
take the spreaders off. All right, Joko is put back in her spot. Sans mast. Just a power boat now. Getting ready to make some new holes for the hatch. We filled all of these ones and sanded them down so they're all nice and smooth. And now we're going to be marking the new hole location. So I'm going to go down below and make sure it's lined up centered on here.
It's not a flat plane surface, or this frame is not flat.
Okay, well, so I'm going to see when it's lined up. Here we go. Jeff wanted to check it himself as well, just to be certain that we think we got it now. So we're going to mark the holes. They don't leave you much room.
Oh, it's always like this.
The holes are like right on the edge. We made
that
some
one right
marks.
back
We'll
in.
show you in a second here, but it seems like this frame is like too small.
I know, like,
doesn't
what-
fit it
why
properly.
doesn't it
Hallberg,
have it
Rassy, come on. We got this direct from you.
Or how about a heads up?
Yeah,
Spending top dollar to get the good shot.
exactly. So you can see, it's like right on the edge. The
Way
black
too
dots.
close. Yeah.
Black dot, black dot, black dot. But what can you do? But buckle your shoe.
Thing is, we have to install the entire thing to figure out whether it works or not.
Yep. Typical boat job. Pre-drilling first.
You can run this thing in vacuum if you want.
Okay, sure.
You can hold it in close. That's not lined up.
Huh.
And maybe water.
It's been a struggle bus. But we finally
We're getting
have drilled all of the holes,
It's just a drilling.
countersunk them, and blah, 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 blah,
We drilled the
blah.
holes out backwards and countersunk. We drilled the holes out backwards first, then we tried putting the screws in so we wouldn't crack the gel coat. Well,
That didn't happen.
Crack the gel coat in the first two. So then we countersunk the hole. And we're just gonna have to fill it up with sealant now to make sure that that is how the holes were done before. They were countersunk and they were full of silicone. I had to dig it out of each one. So they
yes.
did that to not screw it up.
Yeah, and also because of the aluminum frame and stainless steel screws. So you got to have that separation so that they don't corrode each other over time, you know?
Be a big loser.
You know, so that they're not a big loser.
You don't want big
That is
losers.
correct. You don't want them to be losers.
No
Nope.
big losers.
Nope. Look at you lounging. Earlier today, you wouldn't have been able to lounge like you are right now because the mouse was there, but now it's gone.
No.
No. And it's somewhere over there. We're going to go visit it tomorrow, and we'll talk a bit more about the issues that we found and what we think we might do to fix them. We'll see.
These holes are not raised. It's another weird thing.
Huh?
All the screw holes here are raised. See that in this track?
Yes.
But then you get to the two big ones we're putting at the hinges. We're also choosing to upsize the screw because that's at the hinge where the focal point is, and that's also where Hallberg Rassy put bigger screws, or whoever installed it before. But they don't have this little raised part here, so that means that sealing them is going to be fun again. So again, silicone.
Everything is so fun. I love it. I just love my life.
Not very fun. I don't want to deal with that right now at all.
Yeah. Don't come over here, please. Let's just get this done. Just wanted to reiterate the procedure that we found
Settled on.
worked for drilling out the new holes. So tell us exactly, so that everyone at home doing this, or everyone on the boats doing this will know.
We drilling the gel coat out with a drill bit backwards, and then we countersunk down until we got through the gel coat to glass.
Gel coat was real thick, by the way.
That's the problem. Like, look, show them
Very
this
thick.
One. Look how thick we had to do this. It's still a solid gel coat, this one. Like over here, it's even, you can see it even more. We actually just stopped at some point there.
Yeah. Okay, so drilling backwards, and
Drilling
then
backwards, countersinking to glass. I think you can countersink right off the bat to glass. Like if you didn't have such thick gel coat,
yeah.
you can countersink, get yourself through to glass. Make sure I think the key is making sure the diameter of exposed glass is the same size or bigger than the screw.
Mm-hmm.
And then that way the screw blades, what do you want to call it? Threads, don't grab the gel coat and go, because you've already removed it by drilling backwards. Yeah, I think that, anyway, that worked for us. It's a lot of holes we had to do. So now,
yeah.
now it's ready for us to put it down whenever we do that. But look at this.
But we got to have the gasket, and we got to get silicone, which we don't have any, so that'll have to be, I guess, for tomorrow. And we have to cut glass for this last section here on the port side. That goes from here, and then yeah, there to there. And we did the template already for it. We just have to cut out the pieces and then wait for some time to do it,
Yeah, the sun is a BI to the CH.
And it just makes the and the sun beating down on the deck makes it like so hot, and then the epoxy goes off a lot quicker, so it just doesn't, it doesn't mix. Oh, it'll be okay, baby. This storm behind me is starting to come in a little bit more fierce, so we are going to really quickly put aluminum tape around the shrouds here and fix the aluminum tape along here. Aluminum tape is the only thing we found so far that actually keeps water out, so that's amazing. And we're tired. We've been going at this for, 4.5 months now? Since March? God. It's a lot. It's a lot of stuff. Everything is new, and we just keep on finding more little problems, and you want to make stuff good. So it takes longer. More research is needed, etc. But one thing that we have started to tell ourselves lately is, because we need some extra motivation these days, is that today we are further along than we were yesterday. And every day, that's true. So it does make us feel a bit better.
Hanging on to that. Whenever
we say that to each other, hanging on to the hope that one day we will be finished and we'll be gone from the boatyard. So if you're ever feeling like your boat project is never going to end, just keep that in mind. If you do something every day, you're further than you were the day before. Eventually, it will get done. You are moving forward. Don't give up. And just like that, it's raining. This wasn't in the forecast. Ridiculous. Getting soaked. The yard has been turned into a lake as well. A lot of water collects here. So there's blue sky coming, and I'm glad that I got all of these chain plates taped up within like a minute to spare. I'm not even joking. Also, I just noticed in the last clip, our spray hood is disgusting dirty. It looks really, really bad, and I think it looks even worse because it's wet right now, and so it just shows it even more. So we're gonna have to deal with that. Boatyard life. It wasn't like this at all before. And yeah, this broke as well. That's supposed to be like in here to hold upside down. So more repairs are needed. Awesome. Can't wait.